Hello, welcome to episode 2 of On Your Road to Becoming a Data Analyst, even with zero tech skill. So, in the first episode, if you are yet to watch it, go back to my page and check the video. I gave very simple definition about what a data is. Okay, we are starting from the very basic so that I will keep climbing up. And I said, of course, I'll be using this book. Anytime you see this book, it means serious business. So, in the last episode, I said I'll be starting with different types of data. Of course, we have different types of data, and what I wrote, I say not all data are the same, just like not all food are the same. Remember, I was using the food illustration, right? I was comparing data with your raw food, say your raw rice, raw noodles, raw spaghetti, raw beans, all of those without any other thing than just basically useless. You cannot do anything with it, right? Imagine you are hungry, right? And you have just beans at home. You don't have gas, you don't have pot, you don't have oil, you don't even have light, you don't have hot plates. So what will you do with your beans? Nothing. So it's just something there that doesn't make any sense. That is data, basically. But is it useful? Yes, very much useful. You can make beans from it, of course. You can make every other thing that you can end up eating. But then you need other things to now make that food. Do you understand? So that is the process data pass through. So let's continue. I said there are different types of data. Not all data not all data are of the same type. Just like all food, they taste differently. So knowing the different types of data that we have helps you to choose the right way to actually study it. So let's start. We have qualitative and quantitative data. That is by mean if you're looking at definition as such. So we have qualitative and also we have quantitative data. Now, what is qualitative? Qualitative. Now, these are like words and labels. They are not numbers. They're in form of categories, right? And they're also divided into two. We have nominals and we have ordinals. Now, when I talk about nominals, we're talking about names without order, right? Names without order. Just maybe red, blue, white, just names without order. But when we say ordinal, they are ordered, right? But they are ordering, they have different steps. For example, good, better, best. We have poor, rich, wealthy, so, right? They are in order but of different steps. That's qualitative. Do you understand? They are what's it called? Words, labels, and their categories, they are not numbers. Why quantitative? Of course, from quantitative, something that you can measure, something like numbers, right? These are things that you can count or measure. Now, also, let's look at it by shape. So, by meaning, we said that qualitative and quantitative. That is data. So, we have some data that are numbers, that are text, right? Some are labeled, some are not labeled. That's the type of what's it called now? Data. Now, by shape, we have some data that are structured. We have also some that are unstructured. Now, what are structured data? Now, if I refer to structured data, we're talking about data that are well arranged in tables. For example, your Excel file, CSV file. What is a CSV file? That is a comma separated value. Okay, so that is a structured data. Now, what about unstructured data? Unstructured data refers to, let me give an example, say like messy email address. Sorry, not email address, messy emails. And your videos, your pictures, all of those things are unstructured data. For example, if you open a particular, anybody's TikTok page or any social media, now you see posts, it might be videos, it might be pictures, everything you see on that particular page, those are data. Basically, they are data, but they are known as what? Unstructured data. Now, by time, we also have primary data and also we have secondary data. What are primary data? Primary data are data that you collected yourself. Secondary data are data that somebody else collected. So, explain the different types of data that we have. I said we have structured data, that's by shape. I said we have qualitative and quantitative. Quantitative can be counted or measured. Qualitative, they are just numbers or labels. They are categories. They can either be nominal or ordinal. And also by time. That is primary and secondary. Primary means you collected it, but secondary means another person collected it. So basically, those are the different types of data that we have. Just like I was relating it with food, I'll go back to that again. We have different kind of food and they taste differently. The same thing, we have different type of data, and of course the type of data that you have now determines what you are going to do on your data. Same thing, the kind of food that you or foodstuff that you have, how you are going to prepare it depend on that particular food. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.